Happy Sunday evening, and welcome to Retro Rocket Live, where we do our best to have a little fun with history and all things nostalgic. You can catch us live normally each Sunday and sometimes on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time. We have a challenging show for you tonight with 3 fresh new categories all rolled up into one unique viewer participation game show. Watch our robot paint, listen to my clues, and you all make your guesses as we will first count down the top 20 1970s bands and or duos. Then we'll be testing your sci-fi knowledge with the top 20 space movies in history. And finally, we will learn all about the top 20 old-time cartoons. Now, we're talking about before 1980, 1960s, that kind of thing. And if you all stick around, we do have a bonus round available for any hardcore enthusiasts that might be hanging around later on. Now, please do check in the chat. Say hello. Feel free to comment. If I see a question coming in, I will do my best to address those as we go. I see Arena's in the house, and I do see King's in the house. Good to see both of you. I'm sure we'll have some other people trickling in as we get going. Well, that means it's time to fire up those robots and load our first video. So let's get it going. Here we go. Okay, well, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. I give some clues along the way. We will be doing the top 20 1970s bands and duos. Here we go. Their music often evokes wide open spaces and dusty highways. Let's get it on. Formed in London by children of the U.S. Air Force personnel. Now, how about that? Their acoustic sound is often described as folk rock. These are the original folk rock guys. One of their biggest hits involved a journey with no specific destination. A Horse with No Name is their signature hit. Anybody remember who this is? It's the name of a country. Kind of. Kind of. Oh, close. Good guess, King. But this is 1970s, not the 80s. This is America. America. That sound familiar? 1970. The debut album was originally released without A Horse with No Name, but it was added. That did very good, Stuart. Stuart had it. He's just got the slow internet. Next up. Hey, Rumpus, what's up? Known for lush orchestration and smooth vocal harmonies, their sound was once labeled too soft during the rise of rock. The lead singer's hauntingly beautiful voice masked personal struggles. No, it's not Sonny and Cher. Good guess, though. They sang about rainy days and Mondays. Rainy days and Mondays get me down, or something like that. Rainy days. A sibling duo, Karen and Richard. You know who this is. Come on. Start the alarm clock. Very good, Stuart. Stuart saves the team. This indeed is the Carpenters. Remember, she tragically passed away of eating disorder or something. Anyway, 1969 to 1983, the Carpenters. There you go. Next up, Karen Carpenter is often ranked among the greatest female vocalists of all time. There you go. Next up, number 18. Their music was tailor-made for mirror balls and dance floors. They helped shape the Miami disco sound. These guys were the Miami disco sound. They embraced funk, soul, and big band brass. Bunch of guys. They had a big band. Now, picture's kind of small. Well, Earth, Wind, and Fire is a good guess, but I see a white dude. There's one white dude and one Asian dude. So who is this? Don't you recognize the white guy? Their lyrics often encourage you to shake your booty. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. I didn't do that very well. How about this? That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Was a chart-topping anthem. No, KC and the Sunshine Band, guys. KC and the Sunshine Band. All right, we're moving on. Should have had that one. These guys began as a gospel group before diving into funk and soul. Their music spanned 5 decades and multiple styles. These guys were around forever. The 3+3 lineup was key to their 70s evolution. Don't know exactly what that means. Well, you kind of had that one late, Stuart, but I guess it's the internet. Temptations is a good guess, Rhombus, but that's not correct. They urged listeners to fight the power. Fight the power. Known for hits like That Lady and their cover of Summer Breeze. You guys were pretty big. Jimi Hendrix once played guitar in their backing band before becoming a legend himself. Just shows you how much these guys were around forever. Forever. This is the Isley Brothers. Does that sound familiar? Isley Brothers. They're going to get easier. You know, they're a little more obscure when we get up towards number 20. I think you'll know this duo. Number 16. Their music is often dissected for its complexity and studio perfectionism. Lyrics reference characters, sarcasm, and obscure cultural tidbits. They refused to tour for much of their early career. So yeah, I don't know if you remember that, but when you know these guys, you'll know that they never toured. Never toured. Hey, John and Ono. Kind of looks like John and Ono. But it's two dudes. That's not Ono. It kind of looks like... No. Reeling in the years, and Ricky don't lose that number. So reeling in the years, and Ricky don't lose that number. It's the only one you. I'm so bad at this. Those are fan favorites. How about Donald Fagen and Walter Becker? There you go. Everybody's got it. Stuart, Rhombus, Steely Dan. Steely Dan. The 1977 album Aja or Aja is often cited as one of the best produced records in history. Best produced record in history. All right, so I both apologize and am proud of myself for the picture in this next one. This is not the picture you normally would associate with this group. But think 4 people, 1970s, 2 women, 2 men. Okay? Think about that. Their international rise began after winning a European song contest. They're usually associated with like blue color. Their music blends melancholy with disco glitter. There, King got it anyway. Hey, Jim. King got it. King knew. They were 2 married couples at first, which I don't know if you guys knew that, but they were both married originally. Swedish icons known for Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia. Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia. I think everybody knows it now, don't they? And it's not the picture you would normally associate with them, right? The one girl has an afro in this picture. ABBA is correct. ABBA. 1972 to 1982. Their name is an acronym formed from the first letters of each member's name. Agnetha, Bjorn, Benny, and Annie. There you go. ABBA. An acronym. Who knew? I actually never knew that. Did you guys know that? All right. These pictures, some of these pictures are making it a little hard, but that's okay. We like it hard. It's otherwise too easy, 1970s fans. These guys crafted the definitive California country rock sound. Known for tight vocal harmonies and guitar duels. Their songs often explore themes of disillusionment and fame. One of their albums is among the best-selling of all time. Beach Boys isn't a bad guess. These guys are a little more hardcore than the Beach Boys. And I have seen these guys in concert. They've had a couple different band configurations. They've all had fantastic solo careers. Yeah, Rhombus. Hotel California became an anthem of the 1970s. And so, yeah, this is the Eagles. Eagles. The Greatest Hits 1971 to 1975 album has sold more copies in the U.S. than Thriller. There you go. More copies than Thriller. Speaking of Thriller, there's an extra hint for the next one. Number 13. They began on a Motown label with big smiles and tight choreography. There they are. Their songs were filled with youthful energy and catchy hooks. Their youngest member would become a global megastar. There you go. Everybody's getting this one quick. ABC and I Want You Back were early hits. Michael Jackson's first group. That's a kind of a giveaway clue. Very good, very good. Let's see. Rhombus had it first. King, Stewart, Jan, everybody's got it. Jackson 5. Jackson 5. They actually started in 1965. Despite being a family act, they inspired generations of choreographed pop groups. They were one of the first choreographed pop groups. There you go. Jackson 5. That's them. They were around 65 to 89. And during the early 70s was kind of their peak. Jackson 5. But you guys got that one too quick. I think you'll get this one pretty quick too. They got their start in high school under the name Tom and Jerry. No, I did not know that. Known for poetic lyrics and hushed harmonies. Hushed harmonies. The breakup was almost as legendary as their music. What was that? The sound of silence brought them mainstream fame. Correct. I think Stewart might have got that first. Bridge over troubled water became an enduring classic. Looks like him. He had a little bit. Yeah, everybody's getting it. Hey, Alex is in the house. Good to see you, Alex. Gang's all here. Yeah, this is Simon and Garfunkel, of course. They actually started all the way back in 1957. You can believe that. Wow. That's amazing. Though they split in 1970, their music remained massively influential throughout the whole decade. They were more popular after they split up. You know, that breakup made all the news. It did too. I ever remember that as a kid. All right, number 11. We're getting into the hardcore stuff here now. These folks started as a British blues band before transforming in the US. Internal band drama fueled their most famous album. They had 2 female vocalists and distinct styles. There's 2 ladies. It's not Black Sabbath. It's not the Police. It's not the Monkees. They kind of look like monkeys, but it's not the Monkees. This is actually a very early picture of the band. Their songs include Dreams and Go Your Own Way. There you go, Stuart. There you go. The album Rumors became a cultural and commercial phenomenon. All right, everybody's getting it now. Fleetwood Mac actually started way back in 1967. The band's peak, of course, was in the mid-1970s. Despite emotional turmoil, they stayed together to complete Rumors album, which sold over 40 million copies. There they are. Fleetwood Mac. Let's get into some hardcore 70s stuff here. Number 10. A volatile mix of egos and harmonies. Now, the picture only depicts 3 of the 4. These 3 were together first, and then the 4th was that. They were known for both protest anthems and intimate ballads. They were formed from members of the Buffalo Springfield, the Byrds, and the Hollies. They all came together. Ohio directly addressed a national tragedy. The ultimate 70s supergroup, 4 iconic singer-songwriters. Rumbas. CSNY. Bet you never knew what that CSNNY standard for, huh? Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. And this picture is kind of cool. So this picture is like on the porch of one of the Laurel Canyon houses. And if you've never watched the documentary on Laurel Canyon, you should do that. Very cool deal about music in the late 60s and early 70s. Very cool. Their initial Woodstock performance was only their second live appearance together. There you go. All right. Somebody wanted a little harder rock. Well, here we go. Their music was once blamed for corrupting youth. Yeah, no doubt. Originated from industrial Birmingham with dark, sludgy sounds. Cool. Their lyrics referenced war, the occult, and madness. There you go. There you go. Now it's time for the Black Sabbath. You recognize Ozzy? Founders of heavy metal, and they were fronted by Ozzy Osbourne. That's Ozzy kind of in the middle. Do you recognize him yet? A little hard. Iron Butterfly's a good guess. I like that band. They had that one really long song, right? Inagata baby. Isn't that Iron Butterfly? I think so. Am I wrong on that? Inagata baby. They're not on our list. I don't know why. Black Sabbath, their name came from a horror movie playing across the street from their rehearsal hall. There you go. That's the reason for the name of the band. All right. Now, I've seen this answer on the board earlier. This is another 1970s staple. They blended R&B, funk, jazz, soul, and African rhythm. They were famous for upbeat horns, grooving bass, and high vocals. I can't go that high. Their stage shows featured kalimbas, pyrotechnics, and costumes. There you go. You guys got it. I think Rhombus had it first. Stuart had it. It includes September and Boogie Wonderland. I can't sing either one of those. Fire. Wasn't that them? Fire. Oh, that was Ohio Players. Known for spreading joy and spiritual uplift through music. Earth, Wind, and Fire is correct. Founder Maurice White, also a session drummer for Chess Records before starting the group. Little known fact. There you go. Earth, Wind, and Fire is correct. A staple of the 1970s. Next up, number 7. You'll know these guys right away. Started with the Beatles-style harmonies in the 1960s. They reinvented themselves into disco icons. Their falsetto vocals became their trademark. Their music dominated Saturday Night Fever. There you go. I think King got it. Known for hits like Staying Alive and Night Fever. Night Fever, Night Fever. You know how to do it. Something like that. The Bee Gees. Yeah. I had a buddy that was so into the disco craze, I got drug out there a few times. I did. I wasn't quite as into it as he was. Fact. At one point in 1978, They wrote or performed 6 of the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. Wow. Wrote or performed 6 of the top 10 songs. There you go. Beaches. Staying alive, staying alive. Uh, uh, uh. All right. Oh, man, more up my alley, I think. These guys were the pioneers of Southern rock with twin guitar attacks. I like the way they call that, guitar attacks. They took their name from a high school gym teacher. That's cool. They got that going for them. Their lyrics reflect pride and rebelliousness. Correct. Christopher's in the house. Sweet Home Alabama became an anthem of the South, known for the epic guitar solo in, what was the big hit? The big hit that everybody says that wants a certain song. What's the name of the song? They yell out. There you go, King. I was going to say they yell out, "Caged Fox! Caged Fox!" No. Free bird! Free bird! Leonard Skinner is correct. Unfortunately, a tragic 1977 plane crash ended the original lineup's run right at their peak. They did come back later and with a different lineup for sure. Leonard Skinner. They started out the Southern rock thing. All right, number 5. A band we all know and love, making multiple appearances here on Retro Rocket Live. My new brand. Each member wrote a chart-topping song. Bohemian Rhapsody broke all the rules and all the records. Correct. King had it first, I think. Stuart, you're right there. Freddie Mercury's voice and showmanship were unmatched. Yes, indeed. This is the band Queen. They started in 1970 and had a run all the way to 1991 with Freddie Mercury. And I guess they kept going a little bit or came back again later. I'm not sure about that. Their 1985 Live Aid set is still considered one of the greatest live performances in history. Yeah. It's kind of an old picture of them. It's kind of cool. Kind of a cool old picture. Some of these are, I have some really young pictures of some of these, so keep that in mind. I'll let you know. I should have let you know on that one. It was a young picture. We're down to number 4 already. Time flies. All right. These are the top 4 bands of the 1970s. So here we go. They avoided releasing singles in the UK to focus on albums. No single. They combined blues, folk, and hard rock with mysticism. How's that? Here's the giveaway. Guitarist Jimmy Page was known for using a violin bow. Whole Lotta Love and Kashmir are iconic rock staples. There you go. And what was their biggest hit? Who knows their biggest hit? What was their biggest hit? The 1970s. There you guys all got it. Led Zeppelin. I think Christopher had it first. Rhombus Irwin's in the house. Stuart, Mark, How's it going, man? Anyway, yes, Led Zeppelin is, of course, the correct answer. And their biggest hit was, Stewart has it, is Stairway to Heaven. Despite their massive success, they were often snubbed by critics during the peak years. Later on, everybody thought they were great. Yeah, good to see you, Erwin. Good to have you in the house. Number 3. This band began as a psychedelic London underground band. They were known for elaborate concept albums and live visuals. Yes, they were known for both of those things. And they're a band that you don't associate with their individual pictures very much. Their lyrics often explore madness, time, and alienation. You don't associate their faces with the band that much. It's more of a band thing. No, nobody's got it yet. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Erwin did get it. Erwin had it. Erwin has it. Welcome to the game. The Wall introduced another brick in the wall. There you go. Pink Floyd. 1965. Wow, they started way back. I don't think they were big until the end of the 70s, right? The heartbeat at the start of Dark Side of the Moon became a sonic feature for the band. Yeah. I remember like at sleepover slumber parties or parties and things and playing that Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, and then the Pink Floyd album. I remember playing that. Pretty funny. Anyway, okay. This is the picture that is when they're very young. Marketed as the anti-Beatles, still touring decades later with core members. True. Their logo is one of the most iconic in rock history. Recognize them yet? They're very young here. All right, you're too good. Too good. 1970s albums include Sticky Fingers and Exile on Main Street. You recognize Mick on the far left there? Looks like a girl. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards became rock archetypes. Yeah, they did. That's perfect. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards became rock archetypes. Very good. The Rolling Stones, of course, is correct. And there they are in a very young state. A very young state. They hold the record for the highest grossing concert tour of all time. There you go. There you go. Wow. Rolling Stones. Well, so we're down to number 1. And I'll tell you what, even though they broke up in 1970, they still dominated the 70s. And this is a picture not when they were young. This band disbanded in 1970. Each member launched solo careers post-breakup. Their final album pushed musical boundaries. Yes, of course. I think Stewart had it first. Songs like Let It Be and Come Together defined 70s pop. Yeah, those were later hits, right? Even in absence, they remained the biggest band on earth. The Beatles, of course. And I have the dates from 1960 to 1970. So they were only around for 10 years. How about that? Their breakup in 1970 sent shockwaves worldwide and fueled fan theories, documentaries, and reunions for decades. Yeah, Yoko, right? Damn Yoko. Damn Yoko. Yeah, you got to do that, Stuart, with that slow internet. You got to have it in early. All right, well, that was fun. That was fun, right? 1970s. 1970s. All right, so what do you guys think of the new branding so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down? I don't know. We need to shake things up a little bit. Hopefully, I get some thumbs up on the new branding. All right, let's move on to the next one, guys. We won't let any grass grow here. All right, you know the rules. Robots paint. You guessed, I give some clues. We are going to do the top 20 space movies. One more time. This is the top 20 space movies in history. Now, these first few are going to be kind of tough because it's a little more obscure, right? 20 space movies. Okay, here we go. Presented in a found footage documentary style. I don't think I seen this. This sounds cool. Or maybe I did see it. Follows a mission to one of Jupiter's icy moons. Oh, I have seen this. I like it. I remember it now. Highlights scientific realism and deep space isolation. Presented in a found footage documentary style. That's a key clue. Explores what lies beneath a frozen extraterrestrial ocean. Yeah, this is cool. This is a cool movie if you haven't seen it. A shocking discovery cuts communication with Earth. Yeah, you got it. Stuart, hang on to that one, Rhombus. Might come up. Europa Report is correct. Anybody got a guess on what year they made Europa Report? The film consulted real NASA scientists to ground its premise in plausible science. Yeah, it was cool. If you haven't seen it, it is a pretty cool movie. Europa Report. There you go. 2013 was the year. Oh, Stuart. Okay, next up, one of my favorites, actually, and a little bit different. Militaristic propaganda saturates this high-octane future. Giant alien insects threaten human expansion. Damn bugs. This was adopted from a controversial sci-fi novel. Rhombus has it. Satirizes fascism and blind patriotism through action spectacle. I like the spectacle. I like the spectacle of it. It was different, right? Would you like to know more? Became a meme-worthy tagline. You remember the end of the little commercial? Would you like to know more? Would you like to sign up? Starship Troopers is correct. 1997. Though critically misunderstood at release, I would say that's true, is now hailed as a biting social commentary. There you go. Starship Troopers. Now loved by all. All right. I remember seeing this movie too, and I liked this movie when I saw it. It was a little bit offbeat. A lonely botanist defies orders to save Earth's last forests. The movie takes place aboard a space greenhouse ship. It features 3 service robots. Yeah, I'm gonna ask if you guys remember the names of the robots. It emphasizes environmentalism and anti-corporate themes. This is not Space Odyssey. This is not Space Odyssey. A tender, melancholic look at ecological loss in space. So yeah, this guy was like a real softy. And he had these 3 robots that were his friends. And they took care of all the forests. This guy was a botanist. They were in this greenhouse ship. Not lost in space. Maybe not enough of you guys saw this. I really liked it. This was called Silent Running. Does that ring a bell to anybody? Silent Running. The robot drones were portrayed by double amputee actors inside custom suits. Well, that's why they were weird. They were like little people inside of there. Yeah, you got it, Stuart. Good job. And it was Bruce Stern. And the robots' names were Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Learn something every day on Retro Rocket Live. I have a hard time remembering that. I'm so used to the history. Here we go. Number 17. This movie chronicles the rise of America's first astronauts. It's a good clue. It explores ego, risk, and Cold War pressure. It's based on Tom Wolfe's best-selling nonfiction book. And it does feature Chuck Yeager's record-breaking flight. Erwin got it already. Good job, Erwin. Not bad. The Mercury 7 face fame and fear at the dawn of space travel. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, am I remembering that it's kind of a long movie? But the stuff that takes place out in the Southern California desert, the training, Chuck Yeager, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Stewart's got it too. Nice. The Mercury, I already said that. The film helped redefine space flight heroism for a new generation. There you go. The Right Stuff, 1983. All right, now this next one's a little more obscure. I think I might have seen it, but it wasn't when it came out. A dying sun threatens Earth's survival. A multinational crew attempts a solar reignition mission. Psychological stress and sabotage cloud the mission. Stunning visuals, like the one you see here, meet creeping dread. I like that. Stunning visuals meet creeping dread. I need more clues like that. I'm gonna feed that in next time. Well, so Stuart, that's you got it. Stuart got it. King was close. King, you were very close. But Stuart got it. It is called Sunshine. Sunshine. 2007, actually. The sun becomes both savior and monster. Physicist Brian Cox served as a consultant, ensuring the science was speculative but not silly. We don't want silly science. I think everybody will remember the next one. The picture might be a little hard to get, so So we'll see how you do. This was based on a novel by famed astrophysicist Carl Sagan. Well, that's kind of a giveaway. A scientist received a mysterious radio signal from deep space. It explores the tension between science and faith. It features a visually stunning wormhole sequence. Yeah, that whole thing was trippy. Trippy. No, it's not Ad Astra. Not Ad Astra. The picture's throwing you a little bit, I think. Carl Sagan, radio signal from deep space. Jodie Foster plays a passionate SETI researcher seeking the truth. Stewardess. Stewardess. If you guys haven't seen this one's pretty cool. Building that whole time travel or the wormhole machine. Oh my gosh, that was really cool. And how they get the plans from the signal and they get the plans to build this wormhole machine. Anyway, cool movie. Real footage of President Clinton was used in the film, causing brief legal controversy. There you go. All right. Number 14. You're going to have to wait for this picture to complete. A true story of survival against impossible odds. It's based on a failed lunar mission in 1970. The iconic line, "Houston, we have a problem." I'd say so. And this picture is actually the astronauts looking out the window at the problem. Astronauts improvise with duct tape and ingenuity. You guys are all getting it. Looks like maybe King was first. King, Robin Stewart. Tom Hanks leads a tense return to Earth. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the real story, but yeah, that was something else, huh? Something else. 1970. I was probably playing basketball at high school or something, but sketchy. NASA allowed the filmmakers to shoot zero gravity scenes aboard a parabolic aircraft, creating stunning realism. There you go. Apollo 13. And then, yeah, the picture is the astronauts looking out the frozen window. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, okay. Number 13. So I thought this movie was kind of cool. It's like got some really cool spaceship stuff, graphics, and then some weirdness to it too. A rescue mission boards a missing ship with a dark secret. Reality bends and nightmares manifest in deep space. It combines sci-fi and gothic horror in terrifying fashion. It was scary. The ship may have traveled through hell itself. Very good. Roberts, you had it. You had it way back. Very good. Standing's in the house. Good to see you, man. Stuart, Erwin, everybody's got it. Known for its disturbing visuals and a cult following. I guess I'm part of the cult. Event Horizon is correct. The original cut was so graphic that much of it was cut out and subsequently lost, fueling fan myths. So we never got to see the director's cut. That sounds sketchy. That sounds like something AI can maybe help us with. Fill in the blanks. Yeah, cool movie. Cool movie for sure. Yeah, in 1997, Alex, you're correct. All right. Number 12. Making a second appearance, a brilliant villain returns seeking revenge. Starship battles blend tactics with emotional weight. Themes of aging, sacrifice, and legacy shine through. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of a few. One of the most beloved entries in the Star Trek saga. Correct. Thomas, you have the very complete answer, so I guess we'll give that to you. Erwin does have the titling all capitals, so that's good. He gets it as well. Who knows the year? Anybody know the year? Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. The movie revitalized the Star Trek franchise after the lukewarm reception of the first one. There you go. There you go. Anybody know the year? Going once? Going twice. Very good, Erwin. Very good. 1982 is correct. 1982. All right, now the next one I'm not sure I've seen. So good luck. I'll tell you the year. This movie was made in 2009. A lone worker tends to a lunar mining base. Strange occurrences raise questions about his identity. Nearly the entire film is carried by one actor. Sounds cheap to make. Oh, you guys know it. Did you see it? Was it cool? I don't think I've seen it. Artificial intelligence plays a chilling yet calm role. Huh. It explores themes of isolation, cloning, and corporate ethics. Oh, really? So I think Ramos had it first there. King had it. Pretty weird. I don't think this one's Sam Rockwell, is it? This wasn't Sam Rockwell too, was it? Who's the actor? I don't know. Oh, maybe it says here. Let's see. Director Duncan Jones is David Bowie's son. And the film subtly nods to Bowie's Space Oddity. Oh, that's interesting. That's a fun fact. Oh, it is Sam. Okay. Very good. Well, I will have to see that. 2009 it says. There you go. Okay, well, that was the first 10. Now we got the top 10. Now, similar topic. This one focuses more on the astronaut's inner world than outer space. The film portrays the Apollo 11 moon mission with unflinching realism. It emphasizes grief, isolation, and the weight of history. Intimate cinematography puts viewers inside the cockpit. All right. Anybody remember what this one's called? This is recent, 2018. Ryan Gosling plays Neil Armstrong in this biopic of quiet courage. Wasn't called Apollo 11. Wasn't called From Earth to the Moon, unless they changed the name of it. It was called something else. Director Damien Chazelle chose to shoot mini scenes with handheld cameras to mimic documentary-style immersion. Erwin has it there. Erwin. First Man is correct. First Man. There you go. Who knew? Only Erwin. All right, number 9. Number 9. I don't know if it qualifies for top 10. Number 9. A stranded astronaut survives using science and wit, making their second appearance on the show. I'm going to science the shit out of this. Botanist, engineer, and duct tape become heroes. There's duct tape coming in again. Very good. I think Robin said it first. Robin's King, Erwin. Mars has never looked so red or so hopeful. A feel-good space survival story starring Matt Damon. Wow. I don't think, if you were really the guy, you would have been feeling that good about it. I got left on Mars by the other astronauts. I'd be pissed off. I would not be happy for a while. That would take a little time to get over. The Martian is, of course, correct. NASA praised the film for its realistic portrayal of space problem solving, and even used it as educational outreach. There you go. Number 8. Number 8. A spacewalk turns into a fight for life. Debris rains death across Earth orbit. Very good. Erwin. Bubba. Stunning single-shot sequences redefine immersion. Yeah, those were quite the intense scenes, right? The whole explosion, stuff getting destroyed. That was all crazy. It features a powerful solo performance by Sandra Bullock. A gripping survival story in the vacuum of space. Yeah, George Clooney doesn't really have a very big part. He just kind of floats out in space, right? Turns blue. Not a big part. The film's long takes and simulated zero gravity were achieved using LED light boxes and robotic rigs, not green screen. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Gravity, all the way back 2013 now, over 10 years ago. Wow. All right, here's a harder one. I'm going to give you the year. This is all the way back in 1972. This is a cool movie, though. A planet-sized mind probes human memories. A planet-sized mind probes human memories. A psychologist investigates strange occurrences aboard a space station. Lost loved ones appear real, but not real. It explores consciousness, guilt, and grief. Yeah, this was weird. I definitely have seen this strange movie. A deeply philosophical answer to 2001: A Space Odyssey. So, after 2001, these guys decided to make a movie that was cooler. Director Andrei Tarkovsky. Maybe Alex knows him. Andrei Tarkovsky considered it a response to the coldness of Western sci-fi, favoring emotion over spectacle. I stumped you guys. Solaris is the name of this. Solaris. Look that one up. Watch it if you can. Pretty weird movie. Space movie. Robots liked it. There you go. All right, now I know some of you guys have liked this movie. I've seen it on the board a few times. A son travels across the solar system to find his father. Psychological introspection meets cosmic journey. Features anti-gravity gunfights on the moon. Anti-gravity gunfights on the moon. Wow. It contemplates loneliness, ambition, and legacy. Correct. Looks like Erwin got it first. Everybody close behind. And this is not Kung Fu Panda. What's going on, Neo? Good to see you, man. That is in one of our other shows, though. So hang on to that. And yeah, this has got Brad Pitt in it. Brad Pitt stars in a cerebral space odyssey. Ad Astra is correct. 2019. The film's visual tone drew inspiration from both 2001 and Apocalypse Now. Sounds like something I'd love. I don't know that I've seen it. Blending the space with surreal. Maybe I have. I didn't pay attention or something. Like doing something else. All right, here we go. I was making YouTube movies. While I was watching. All right, number 5, one of everybody's favorites. It begins with prehistoric man and ends beyond the stop. Known for long dialogue-free sequences and hypnotic visuals. A mysterious black monolith connects human evolution. There we go. It's finally time. Rhombus has it. It's finally time for HAL 9000. HAL 9000 may be the most chilling AI ever depicted. I'm sorry, Dave. Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece of cosmic scale and ambiguity. There you go. Well, it's a little bit ambiguous. 2001: A Space Odyssey is correct. Who knows the year? Anybody got the year? 2001: A Space Odyssey. The film's realistic depiction of space travel influenced generations of scientists, engineers, and filmmakers. There he is. He's inside the computer, isn't he? I can't remember. There he is. They had some cool spacesuits. Yeah, 68. 68, almost. Yeah, very close. Yeah, there you go. Correct. All right, we're into the big league now. Number 4. This is kind of an interesting picture. It's a movie poster of it. A farm boy becomes the galaxy's unlikely hero. Introduced a space opera universe full of strange species. Lightsabers, droids, and the Force entered pop culture forever. They're with us forever? Darth Vader became an instant cinematic icon. And yes, thank you, King, for the full answer. Appreciate that. Oh, wait. Rhombus has an even more full answer. The only thing that would make your answer better, Rhombus, would be if you use the Roman numeral 4. Then it would be absolutely perfect. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. 1977. George Lucas was so unsure of the film's success, he went on vacation during its release, only to return to a phenomenon. So he put it in the can and said, I don't know about this piece of shit. And came back from vacation and had a hit on his hand. All right, number 3. Number 3. A dying Earth leads to a desperate mission through a wormhole. Time dilation plays a heartbreaking role. The Fifth Dimension, isn't that a band? Fifth Dimension. Fifth Dimension redefines perception and love. Powered by real physics and emotional resonance. Correct. Correct. Like, I think Romus had it first. There you go. Irwin, King, everybody's in there. Christopher Nolan's epic blends theory with awe. Does anybody know the black hole had a name in this movie? Do you know what the name of the black hole was? All right. Is correct. The black hole had a name, and it was modeled with help from physicist Kip Thorne, who later published scientific papers based on the rendering. So the black hole had a name. Oh, really? Erwin, that is a fun fact. Thank you for that. The black hole's name was Gargantua. Gargantua. There you go. Learn something every day on, what's the name of my channel now? Retro Rocket Live. Number 2. Alien visitors land but don't attack. Language is the key to understanding and changing time. A linguist unravels meaning and memory. This is based on the acclaimed short story, Story of Your Life. A cerebral and emotional masterpiece of first contact. Correct you are. Almost again. Amy Adams. And who's the guy? He's the Archer guy in that other movie. Not E.T., but there is an E.T. What does the E.T. look like? You guys remember? You guys remember what the E.T. in this one looks like? Remember, he's in that smoky steam field behind the glass. Yeah, Jeremy Renner. Yes. He's like an octopus, isn't he? Kind of like an octopus. A floating octopus. All right, number 1. You can imagine. Who knows it already? What haven't we talked about? Like a squid, kind of. Yeah. A commercial spaceship answers a distress call. A parasitic life form terrorizes the crew. Claustrophobia and horror unfold in deep space. That's correct. Number 1 with a bullet. I think King might have had it first, although the spelling was poor. Very poor spelling, but we'll allow it. Ripley becomes a sci-fi icon of resilience. This redefines both horror and sci-fi genres in one film. Ridley Scott. Yes, indeed. This is the Alien. Can you believe it was all way back in 1979? 1979. This is the only movie on the list that appears twice. Well, it doesn't, because I took the other one out. Prometheus would have been a good one, though, right? Oh, Stargate would have been a good one. Fifth Element. Yep. Fifth Element was a possibility for sure. I think so. I think that would have been a good one. You gotta be able to do space movies. All right, that was fun. Everybody did great at that. You guys knew those pretty well. Even our new friend Neo Swanky. All right, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. I give some clues that aren't very helpful along the way. Thank you. This is the top 20 old-time cartoons. This will be pretty easy. This character never seemed to notice the chaos he caused. He constantly was mistaken about where he was, yet he always was unharmed. He often found himself in slapstick situations involving cars and construction. His vision problems were never acknowledged by him. Correct. It's not Winnie the Pooh, though. I think Rama said it first. I think Rama said it first. A nearsighted man with a knack for avoiding disaster. Mr. Magoo. Anybody want to take a guess at what year was the first year of Mr. Magoo? Despite being nearly blind, Magoo's misadventures often ended with him blissfully unaware he'd escaped danger. I remember watching these cartoons. Correct. That is incorrect, Neil. Before that, 1949, guys. 1949. Okay, you're gonna know the next one. This character rarely spoke, but had undeniable cool. Known for smooth jazz and visual gags. He often outwitted a short, grumpy, white-suited man. The animation style was sleek and minimalistic. That made it easier and cheaper. Correct. Told you these were going to be pretty easy. Looks like King might have had it first. A pink feline who became a pop culture icon. Who's got the first year for the Pink Panther cartoon? Not the movies, Pink Panther cartoon. The original Pink Panther appeared in the opening credits of a 1963 movie, then became more famous than the film itself. So it was in the film credits in 63, but didn't become a regular cartoon until 1969. Same year as Woodstock. Woodstock and the Pink Panther. Did you guys watch Pink Panther? I watched all these. Couldn't wait for Saturday morning cartoon. Absolutely. That was number 19. Number 18. The gentleman lived in a back alley and had a gang of loyal followers. So it might be harder. Constantly clashed with Officer Dibble. He had street smarts and charisma to spare. He modeled his voice after Phil Silver's fast-talking character. Oh, very good. You guys do know it. King's got it first, I think. I think King had it first. Yeah, you got to be quick in this game. The top hat wearing alley cat who ran the ship. This is the Top Cat. You believe it? All the way back in 1961. 1961. Top Cat. Despite only running one season, Top Cat became a hit in reruns and had international fame, especially in Latin America. Oh, who can explain? How do you say Top Cat in Spanish? Can't remember. Gato. Gato cat. Gato, but top. What's top? I don't know what top is in Spanish. Alto? That's top. Well, maybe that's top. Alto gato. El top cat. Very good. Top cato. That's not a bad guess always. You guys know this guy. You don't need any clues. More likely to hug you than haunt you. Always trying to make friends despite the spooky nature. Had a round head and an innocent voice. His ghostly appearance often scared people before he could explain. A ghost who didn't want to scare anyone. Correct. Oh, you guys are going so quick. Alex had it first. Alex in for the win. Hey, Nona's in the house. Welcome, Nona. Casper actually debuted in a children's book before floating into animated fame. There you go. Who's got the year on Casper? Anybody know what year Casper came from? The Friendly Ghost. That is a more complete answer. You're correct. Casper the Friendly Ghost is more complete. More complete. Yeah, that's a little off-color joke. It's dry British humor. It's dry British humor. 1945. 1945. That's way back there, huh? Oh, you know these guys. Mixed silly puns with political satire. I don't know if you remember that part. This was a very political cartoon. It starred a flying squirrel and a dim-witted moose. Known for absurd cliffhangers and narrator asides. It included segments like Fractured Fairy Tales. Do you remember Fractured Fairy Tales? Those were a little quirky. Yeah. How about the official name of the TV show? The TV cartoon show. Does anybody remember the official name? For extra credit. A Cold War era cartoon that entertained kids and adults alike. Many jokes flew over children's heads, but adults loved its smart, sarcastic tone, making it a truly multi-generational hit. Natasha and Boris. Natasha and Boris. You guys remember Natasha and Boris? The official name of the show was... There you go, Erwin, helping the team out. 1959. Natasha, Boris. Squirrel. Hey, squirrel. All right, next up. One of the first true cartoon stars in silent film. This is one where you need to see the whites of his eyes first. His magic bag of tricks could transform into anything. He featured surreal, shape-shifting gags before sound animation. He had wide, expressive eyes and a mischievous grin. Oh, it's not Mickey Mouse. A black cat who paved the way for modern animation. Yeah, Christopher. And then Nona has the complete answer. Hey, can anybody guess when Felix the Cat actually started? What year that cartoon first was like drawn as a cartoon? Anybody know? It was before Mickey Mouse, I can tell you that. Felix was so popular, he was reportedly painted on the side of early airplanes and warplanes as a good luck charm. He was so popular in the 1920s. First drawn in 1919. How about that? All right, let's go into the 60s now. That was going back there. This show introduced American audiences to Japanese animation. Fast-paced car races often included explosions and wild stunts. It featured a mysterious masked driver with a secret connection. His little brother and pet chimp often snuck into the car. Now, was his little brother the pet chimp, or were there two different people? Correct. Correct. I think Rhombus has it first. You guys are all getting it, though. That's very good. Go, Speed Racer, go, right? Go, Speed Racer, go. Became an iconic theme song. Speed Racer. Speed Racer or Mach Go Go. Mach Go Go Go. In Japan, that's what they called it. Mach Go Go Go. Helped launch anime fandom in the US, influencing animation for decades. So I guess that was the first anime. Wow. Everybody got it. Speed Racer. 1967. Back in the day. Back in the day. Now you'll know this guy. This is a bumbling jungle hero who always crashed into trees. Yes. I could almost sing this song. His elephant was afraid of mice. That's right. The narrator constantly broke the fourth wall. Those narrators. You are correct. You are correct. Rhombus again. He is cartoon and video games. Created by the same team behind Rocky and Bullwinkle. Did you know that? A hilarious Tarzan spoof with a catchy theme. George, George, George of the jungle, friend to you and me. Something like that, right? Kind of like that. George of the Jungle. Excuse me. The show had only 17 episodes, but its theme song and slapstick humor cemented its cult status. No, it only had 17 shows? 1967. Wow. George, George, George of the jungle, friend to you and me. String as he can be, swinging from tree to tree. Okay, next up. I used to watch this one. This was on like before. This was the early cartoon. This hero often spoke in rhyme. His alter ego was a humble shoe-shine boy. He gained powers by taking an energy pill. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, look, we could do some Bon Jovi if you want, sir. Let's do some Bon Jovi. His nemesis included Simon Bar Sinister. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Let's see who had it. Irwin? I think Irwin had it. Standing. Randy's in there. Underdog, 1964 to 1973. Despite being a superhero, Underdog's tone was more comedic than action-packed and full of puns. Yeah, he just kind of stood around telling jokes. Got it. Underdog. Yeah, there he is. Underdog. Now, this next one was one of my favorites. I think I watched it when I was a little older in reruns. I'm going to make you get the date on this one, too. Two identical magpies who constantly stirred up trouble. One had a British accent and the other American. They broke the fourth wall long before it was trendy. Masters of slapstick chaos and rapid-fire dialogue. A wisecracking cartoon duo with sharp wit. All right. Now, do you guys remember this? Yeah, Stuart. This is one of my favorites. I think I watched it in reruns over and over. I'm not sure why I like it so much. You are correct. Heckle and Jekyll. Anybody know the year that it started? Way back when? Unlike many duos, Heckle and Jekyll were both troublemakers. No straight man. They had no straight man. Through it. Kind of reminds me of me and my buddy. Exactly. That was the trouble. I'd act like the straight man for a minute, and then I'd get myself in trouble. 1946. 1946. Heckle and Jekyll. There you go. Number 10. Okay, top 10 now. Here we go. Another one of my favorites. I used to watch some cartoons when I was a kid. This futuristic family lived in Orbit City. Their dog, Astro, talked with lots of R's. Yeah, I just did it. There you go. Rastro. Flying cars, robot maids, and moving sidewalks were everyday life. Very good. All right, everybody's getting it. Let's see. Rhombus might have had it first. King, Irwin, Sandy, Nona, Neo. Everybody's got it. They were essentially the space age counterpart to another Stone Age show. The mid-century version of the 21st century with lots of gadgets. The Jetsons had only one season originally, but reruns made it a classic and inspired real-life tech dreams. There you go. Jetsons, you are correct. One of my favorites. All right, number 9. Let's go back in time. Her high-pitched voice and jazz-era style made her unforgettable. She was inspired by flapper fashion and 1920s nightlife. Very good. You guys are quick at this. It's like, King's first this time. A mixed risque humor with surreal animation. Originally appeared as a dog-like character. What? Before becoming fully human. Did you see that? Originally appeared as a dog-like character before becoming fully human. One of the first female cartoon stars and a major style icon. You are all correct. Everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. This is Betty Boop. Betty Boop. Anybody want to ponder a guess when it started? Betty Boop was actually censored in the mid-1930s due to stricter content rules. She became more modest. So she was originally a little more racy. Was that before or after she was part dog? All right, good guesses. 1930. 1930. And yeah, I have to ask whether she was more modest before or after she was half dog. Seems like a valid question. All right, number 8. His strength came from a quick can of spinach. He always fought for olive oil's honor. His nemesis was often the hulking Bluto. He had a squinty eye, massive forearms, and he smoked a pipe. Cool. A tough but lovable sailor with a mumbling voice. Very good, very good. Looks like Rhombus. And then Alex, Stewart, Nona, King, Standing. There you go. Popeye the Sailor Man. 1933, if you can go with it. 1933. After Popeye's debut, spinach sales reportedly increased by 33%. Now, I definitely remember my mom pushing spinach, cooked spinach. Oh, man. She made us eat the spinach. We had to clean our plates. And, oh, man. If it wasn't for Popeye, I wouldn't do it. There you go. Polish, huh? Okay. I believe you. There you go. We know this guy. This guy lived in Jellystone Park, and he outsmarted rangers on the daily. Always on the hunt for a picnic basket. Hey, boo-boo! Hey, boo-boo, let's go get some picnic baskets. I don't know why I said that with kind of an Italian accent. He partnered with his smaller, cautious friend, Boo-boo. Yes, King, you are correct. No, not. Erwin. Rhombus. Yabba dabba doo. That's somebody different. That's somebody different. I think they're made by the same people, though. Good cartoon. Or are you just predicting the next answer, Stuart? That's right. This is Yogi Bear, the Yogi Bear Show, 1961. Yogi was originally a side character on the Huckleberry Hound. Do you remember Huckleberry Hound? Yeah, I remember Huckleberry Hound, sure. Hanna-Barbera, correct. Rhombus, you are. Anyway, that was Yogi. Here's another Hanna-Barbera. Set in a prehistoric suburb with modern-day problems. Dino was their dog. They drove stone cars and watched TV powered by birds. Some of that stuff is so iconic. Inspired by live-action sitcoms like The Honeymooners. So yeah, I can see that. Can you see that? This was, yeah, inspired by The Honeymooners. You guys remember The Honeymooners by any chance? Does anybody have any clue what I'm talking about, The Honeymooners? The first cartoon ever to air in prime time. Did you know that? This was in prime time. Just like The Simpsons. This was the first Simpsons. Oh, I don't know who had it first. You guys all died. I gotta have to go back up. Let's see. I'm going back up. Rhombus! Big surprise. Sitting around watching cartoons and playing video games. The Flintstones were also the first animated character to promote cigarettes. Something you won't see in reruns today. It took the cigarettes out. So Wilma and Betty were probably always smoking cigarettes, right? All right, number 5. Their rivalry rarely involved words, just chaos. One is a clever mouse, the other an unlucky cat. Episodes often ended with elaborate chases or explosions. Yeah, Jackie Gleason, right? Very good. Supposedly he was drunker than. Yes, Tom and Jerry. Not Jackie Gleason, it's Tom and Jerry. King's the first on this one. King beat Rhombus. This won multiple Academy Awards for animated short films. Did you know that? Masters of silent slapstick and animated timing. How about that? Tom and Jerry. Over the decades, their animation style shifted between studios. Oh, they shifted studios. Sometimes getting softer, sometimes more extreme, but always entertaining. I remember Tom and Jerry in reruns for sure. They probably still show Tom and Jerry reruns, right? Originally in 1940. The original run was 1940 all the way till 1967 for Tom and Jerry. Now, this next one, you're going to have to be very precise on the show name. Okay? A TV showcase of Looney Tunes greats. What's Up, Doc, and Beep Beep became catchphrases. Often featured Coyote's endless failing inventions. It introduced characters like Daffy, Elmer, and Yosemite Sam. It combined witty one-liners with cartoon violence. Bugs Bunny and Roadrunners were the closest answer so far, but it's still not quite correct. Close enough, Stuart. Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner Hour. There you go. The Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner Hour. It combined witty one-liners with cartoon violence. Yes, it did. These TV anthologies help preserve and popularize theatrical shorts, giving them a second life for new generations. That's right, because they were all originally the warm-up for the main movie, right? You went to the movies, you got a cartoon first, right? So it's fun. Everybody remember that? Yeah, of course. Little nostalgia. All right. This guy had an unforgettable wild laugh. I don't think I could do it. Known for chaos, pranks, and wild-eyed antics, he often broke the fourth wall to talk directly to the viewers. His designs changed dramatically over the years, so he looked a little different from time to time. Alex got it first. Very good. Yeah, everybody's getting it, of course. A woodpecker who always got the last peck. Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker started in 1940, ran until 1972. Woody's laugh was so iconic, it was used in merchandise and audio branding and inspired other cartoon characters for decades. I can't do the laugh. I can't do it. I can't even get it going. All right, well, this next one. Oh, well, we're still on Woody. Sorry. I was trying to kick Woody off the stage too quick. See you, Woody. So this next one is why I was being very precise on that last answer. It's similar, but broader. Launched some of the most famous cartoon characters in history. This program started all the way back in 1930. This is the one you would see at the movie theaters. Often used classical music and slapstick together. Characters like Porky Pig, Foghorn Leghorn, and Tweety debuted on this show. Directors like Chuck Jones and Tex Avery became legends. There you go. Correct you are. Now, it has another name. Extra credit for anybody that can get the other name. I don't know if you remember the cartoons at the movies. They sometimes said Looney Tunes, and they sometimes said something else. The Looney Tunes library helped Warner Brothers stay relevant in animation for nearly a century, and it actually still airs today. Looney Tunes, and the other name for it was, I think the earlier name was Merry Melodies. That's not familiar to anybody? Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies. I don't remember the writing, like script writing, Merry Melodies. There you go. I learn something every day on Retro Rocket Live. You don't remember that, huh? Okay. Look it up. Google it. Number one with a bullet. A group of teens and their talking dog solve spooky mysteries. Each villain ends up being someone in a mask. It combines comedy, suspense, and monster of the week plots. What's the complete answer? What's the complete show name? Looking for the complete show name. Shaggy and Scooby always ran from the ghost. Then they saved the day. Hey, see you, everyone. Take it easy, man. Scooby-Doo is correct, but Scooby-Doo, blank, blank, blank. Scooby-Doo, blank, blank, blank. Good guess, Ramos. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. There you go, Stuart. Stuart saves the team. Scooby-Doo was created to tone down violent cartoons at the time. That became a spooky, hilarious genre of its own. So yeah, some of these cartoons probably they got a little carried away with the violence, right? Between Roadrunner and Coyote and Tom and Jerry and Heckle and Jekyll, they had to tone the violence down. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Doo, where are you? So that brings it into our regularly scheduled programming tonight. However, if we have enough hardcore individuals sticking around, we do have a bonus round available. Let me know if you want to do it. I'll need some thumbs up if we're going to do it. I'll tell you what it is. It is the 20 best comedy films of the 2000s. So we're talking about 2000 to 2010, I think. I think that's the period of time we're talking about. The 20 best comedy films from that period. Oh, we got lots of thumbs ups. Okay. I'm going to need a sip of water. then we'll get going here. Again, top 20 best comedy films of the 2000s. So let me throw that on there. A little shot of vodka. It's not an advertisement. All All right, you know the rules. Robots paint. I give some clues. You guys guess. It's about two best friends trying to make the most of their last days of high school. I guess I should put myself up here. There we go. Now I feel better. The plot revolves around an alcohol-fueled party. One of the characters used a fake ID with the name McLovin. There you go. Jonah Hill and Michael Cera star in it. Rhombus has it. It's a quintessential coming-of-age teen comedy. Funny movie. King had it right behind. The script was written by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, based on their own high school experiences. I could see that Seth Rogen, right? This would be exactly his shtick in high school. Superbad is correct. Superbad. Superbad was made in the year 2007. There you go. Jonah Hill. Michael Cera. Sarah V. Sarah V. Skincare. Funny bits. All right. It's a holiday film centered around Christmas. The protagonist wears a green outfit and a yellow hat. He was raised in the North Pole by elves. Will Ferrell plays the lead role. His character loves syrup and spreads Christmas cheer. Yeah, there's some funny scenes in there. Anybody got any taglines from Elf? Pretty funny movie. Pretty funny movie. The iconic scene where Buddy eats gum off the street was improvised by Will Ferrell. Weird. Elf made in 2003. These are gonna be pretty easy, I think. Comedies of the 2000s. Maybe not. There's a couple obscure ones in here. We'll see. We'll see how you do. It's the old school painting technique. I got computers coming to life behind me on their own. So, well, we'll allow it. Oh, next up. Sorry. It involves a classroom and a teacher with a unique method. The teacher isn't actually qualified for the job. Music, especially rock, plays a central role in the plot. Hey, Dio, hang in there. These guys have been doing it for a while. Jack Black stars as the enthusiastic teacher. It's a team game, Neo. Team game. Well, somebody on the team gets it, we're happy. The students form a rock band for a competition. There you go. Looks like King had it first, maybe. King, Stewart, Rhombus. It's a team game. Team sport. This round's a little easier right now. Sometimes I throw hard rounds at you, and we just pray for somebody on the team to get it. School of Rock is correct. Of course, the child actors actually played their instruments during the filming. Little known fact. There you go. Jack Black. All right. The next one is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. A little harder to get from the picture. It's set during the filming of a war movie. It features actors portraying actors. Actors playing actors. Robert Downey Jr.'s character undergoes a controversial transformation. Ben Stiller directed and starred in the movie. Very good, King. Very good. It's a satire of Hollywood and war films. If you haven't seen it, you have not seen it, you need to see Tropic Thunder, made in 2008. You need to see it for Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise's role as a foul-mouthed producer was a surprise hit with audiences. Oh man, Tom Cruise is awesome in it. Tropic Thunder. Yeah, that's a fair. For sure. Oh, the next one's kind of hard. Let's see you get the next one. Maybe the Brits will get it. There they are. Check those guys out. Jack Black. Looking good. All right, next up. Number 16. It's set during a zombie apocalypse. The protagonist is an ordinary guy just trying to survive. Humor comes from the character's clumsy attempts at survival. King, you're too fast. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost lead the cast. It blends British humor with horror. Nice combination. I remember seeing it and saying, what? Director Edgar Wright included numerous visual callbacks to classic zombie films. It's a little off the wall. A little bit like, they think that's funny? I guess it is. Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is correct. 2004. 2004. You got red on you. Yeah. Exactly. All right, next up. This is a funny movie. You didn't realize all these were in the 2000s. It's a satire of the fashion industry. The main character is a clueless male model. Blue steel is his signature look. Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson star as the rival models. There's a hilarious brainwashing plot involving fashion shows. Correct. Promise first. King. Doctor's in the house. Good to see you, Doctor. Glad we had a bonus round. Merman. I didn't say that quite right. Merman. The walk-off scene was inspired by a real event witnessed by Ben Stiller. There you go. His family, they're all coal mine workers, right? And the father's ashamed of him because he's a model, male model. Merman. All right. Number 14, funny movie also, of course. It's about the preparations for a wedding. Features an ensemble cast of hilarious women. One of the funniest scenes takes place at the bridal shop. Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph are the stars. It's known for redefining female-led comedies. Bridesmaids is, of course, correct. King probably had it first. And if you haven't seen Bridesmaids, it's a funny movie. Oh, yeah. I can't turn left. Oh, that was funny from Zoolander, yeah. Zoolander had so many funny things. The gas station scene where they're doing the musical number at the gas station, getting gasoline all over their bodies. Oh, Melissa McCarthy earned her first Oscar nomination for her role. There you go. Bridesmaids, 2011. 2011. All right, now I guess this was a comedy. I guess this is a comedy. The main setting is a high school. A burn book plays a key role in the plot. It features clicks like the plastics. Tina Fey wrote the screenplay and also stars in the movie. Right you are, King. King has it. Right away, Lindsay Lohan plays the lead character. There you go, Lindsay. Mean Girls is correct. Mean Girls, 2004. The film's release on October 3rd inspired an annual social media trend known as Mean Girls Day. Now, did you know that? Did you guys know that October 3rd is officially Mean Girls Day? How about that? Yeah, Doctor, I think King just barely beat you. Yeah. There's Lindsay looking pretty good. Poor Lindsay Lohan. Poor Lindsay. All right, we're down to number 12. It's about a bachelor party gone horribly wrong. The characters can't remember what happened the night before. You guys are gonna make me tell one of my Mike Tyson stories. A missing tooth and a baby and a tiger are a key plot points. Sorry. Bradley Cooper and Zach Galifianakis, is that right? Galifianakis star in it. The plot unfolds as they try to find the groom. Rhombus, you are correct. 2009, so that was right at the end of our period of time. The baby in the film was played by a set of twins so that they could meet the filming regulations. Couldn't work those babies too hard. Anyway, yeah, someday I'm going to tell you the Mike Tyson stories. Actually met him twice. He's a good guy now, right? At one time, though, he was biting off ears and stuff. Funny thing is he's not that tall, right? He's just kind of solid. Kind of a solid guy. Number 11. It's set in the 1970s and follows a news team. The lead character is known for his impressive mustache. A rivalry between news stations leads to a street brawl. Funny movie, too. God, some of these movies are so funny. Do they still make these funny movies like this? Will Ferrell plays the lead role. Stay classy, San Diego is its most famous line. Correct. Rhombus has the full answer. We'll give it to King first, but Yeah, 5'10", not a real tall guy. You would have thought he was like a yeah. I don't even know if he's 5'10", Stuart. I think that's like the one they put in the book. I think he's shorter than that. But he's solid. Depends on if he's rolled his shoulders down or not. Then he's shorter. Yes. Stay classy, San Diego. Ron Burgundy. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy is the correct answer. Okay, next up. Oh, this is a funny movie too. It's about two adults who become stepbrothers. They behave like immature children despite being middle-aged. A bunk bed incident causes chaos in their shared room. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly star as the brothers. They form an unlikely bond over their shared love of activities. The film's musical sequence, Boats and Hoes, became a viral hit. I don't remember that part. Step Brothers is obviously correct. Finland King had it first. Neil was trying with Meet the Parents there. I like that. This is Step Brothers. Step Brothers is a funny movie, right? Oh my gosh. Wonder how much of this one was ad-libbed. I'm gonna have to watch that one again just to get some of the lines back. All right, number 9. The plot revolves around an unexpected pregnancy. It's a romantic comedy with a focus on family and relationships. The lead male character is a slacker with no real job. He's got a website. Kind of like me. He's got a website. Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl star in it. It was directed by Judd Apatow. Rhombus had it way back when. Juno's a good guess. That was a funny movie too, Juno. Is that the last movie that she was a she and not a he? I guess. No, that wasn't the last movie. What was that movie where everything spins around? She was in that too. The Juno star. Katherine Heigl, they don't let work anymore, right? She's too difficult to work with. Knocked Up is correct, of course. There's some funny stuff in it for sure. Many of the supporting characters in the movie were played by real-life friends of the director, Judd Apatow. Yes, Inception, right. I know her name now, Elliot Page. What was her name before? Something Page. Elliot. Anyway, okay, let's move on. It's centered around an unusual sports competition. The main team is made up of misfits. The villain is an over-the-top fitness guru. Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller star. Oh, there you go. You got it, Neil? Except for Rhombus and King got it first. But good job. You were close. Really close. Dr. Stewart, everybody's got it. The motto, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Became iconic. Ben Stiller's character was inspired by a real-life fitness personality. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I'm sorry. Erwin gets full credit. Erwin gets the yes. Yeah. Although King did say the answer in two pieces. So I guess we'll give him credit for that too. Very good. You guys are all so good. You guys are all so good. Excuse me. All right. The plot follows a man who has never been in a romantic relationship. He works at an electronics store. His co-workers try to help him with his love life. Steve Carell stars in the title role. Very good. Erwan. And Neo. Neo right there. Getting faster. It was a breakout hit for director Judd Apatow. Steve Carell co-wrote much of the script and based the character on awkward real-life situations. Somehow I can believe that. And you are all correct. It is the 40-year-old virgin. Anybody know the year? Anybody get the year? Going once. Who knows the year? Remember, it's between 2000 and 2010. Gotta be quick in this one, huh, Stuart? This is a little too easy. This one's harder. It's about a family going on a road trip. They're traveling in a yellow van. The destination is a children's beauty pageant. Abigail Breslin plays the young girl at the center of the story. The film blends humor with emotional depth. We hate that. We hate that. Oh, you guys know it though. Very good. Rhombus, Doctor, Erwin, King, Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Sunshine. How'd you guys know that? I don't think I ever saw it. 2006. The dance scene at the end was choreographed by the young actress herself. I don't know what's it about. I don't know what it's about. It has emotional depth, though. That was probably why I didn't want to see it. Okay. That was number 6. We're down to the top 5 comedies. I don't know if they're the top 5. 5 more of the comedies from the 2000s. Although this one's pretty offbeat funny. The lead character is a socially awkward but endearing. He has a pet llama named Tina. A school election plays a key role in the plot. John Heder plays the title role. The dance sequence at the end is legendary. Very good. Very good, Doctor. Oh, and the previous one's about a child beauty pageant. Yeah, that doesn't sound so good. Napoleon Dynamite. Speaking of my former home, Utah. Quirky parts of Utah. John Heder. Guess how much John Heder was paid? How much was he paid to star in this Napoleon Dynamite? Napoleon Dynamite. How much was John Heder paid to do the lead acting on Napoleon Dynamite? 35 GS. $1,000. Can you believe that? $1,000. All right, I have no idea what this one is. It's a mockumentary about a dog show. It features quirky contestants and their pets. Christopher Guest directed and starred in this movie. The humor comes from absurdity of the characters. It's known for its dry wit and improvisation. How'd you guys know that? Yeah, a little lower, Neo. He didn't get $500,000. Wonder if they gave him any money later on. Yeah, how'd you guys know that? Best of show. Best in show is correct. The year was 2000. Many scenes were improvised by the cast to add realism. About a dog show. It sounds like a funny concept. Funny concept. Best in show. That was number 4. So we got 3 left. And yeah, I don't think these are the top 3. It's just 3 more. Okay. Don't try to go for the top. This one's a little offbeat. It's loosely based on Homer's The Odyssey. The setting is the American South, down my way, during the Great Depression. The main characters are escaped convicts. George Clooney stars in it. The soundtrack features folk and bluegrass music. There you go. Rhombus. Not bad. Not bad. Anybody else see this movie? It was okay. It was kind of interesting. It got very different. Oh brother, where art thou? But yeah, it was comedy. Definitely comedy. And it was filmed in sepia tone. You remember that? The film sepia tone was achieved digitally in post-production. That's the way I do it. If I'm going to do sepia tone, I do it digitally. I'm a Dapper Dan man. Yes. Very good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's not bad. I would recommend it over Best in Show or Little Miss Sunshine. Number 2. It's an animated film with fairy tale characters. The protagonist is an ogre. A talking donkey provides most of the comic relief. Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy provide the lead voices. It's famous for turning classic fairy tales on their head. Yes. And bad spelling, but we'll give it to Erwin. Rhombus, Kate, Alex, Stewart, and Erwin with the correct spelling. I guess you laughed, Erwin. Shrek won the first ever Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. It's famous for turning classic fairy tales on their head. Yes, it is. Shrek was the first ever Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Oh, I see. It was the first time they ever gave an award for animated feature. It was Shrek. Now I understand. Like, what are they trying to say? 2001, Shrek. All right, now, the last one is pretty funny. So we're going to give them credit on the last one. Here we go. It's a mockumentary-style comedy. The lead character travels to the U.S. from Kazakhstan. The humor relies on shocking and awkward interactions. Correct. You guys are getting it. Guys again. And Erwin looks like he was first, maybe. Saka Baron Cohen plays the titular role. Now, did he just pass away? I thought I heard that. Maybe I'm wrong. I shouldn't say that if he did. If he did, I guess I should say it. If he didn't, I shouldn't say it. The character's iconic gray suit and mustache became instantly recognizable. Many scenes were unscripted, capturing real reactions from unsuspecting people. Now, there is a longer title. It does have a longer title. Okay, he's still alive, so I don't know. Maybe it was a parody. He died in a parody. Anybody know the long title? Anybody got that? It does have a long title. Yes. So the long title is Borat: Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. Broken English. All right, Borat. All right, guys. Well, that brings our evening to a close. Thank you so much for hanging out and playing. We had quite a bit of fun tonight. We had some easy rounds for the most part. There wasn't too much challenge there, only a little bit, not much. You're gonna have to go back and watch it on replay, or you can wait and eventually we'll bring them back. We'll bring back the rounds. Wait 6 months. We'll bring it back around again. All right, man. Arwen, take it easy. Glad everybody was here. Anyway, one more time I wanted to ask you guys, so the rebrand thing, that's all okay? That didn't throw you off too much? Retro Rocket. Little more, I'm gonna tilt a little more towards nostalgia, 1950s, 1960s stuff. Although I'll probably still do some ancient history stuff, but it'll be a little more nostalgia oriented channel. It's kind of the idea. The Retro Rocket brand. Anyway. All right, guys, take it easy. I'm going to throw up I have a new outro. It's different than the intro now. So here you go.